The jungle canopy glowed in vibrant emerald under the midday sun. High above the forest floor, Silly the snake rested on a mossy branch, his scales shimmering like polished jade in the dappled light. He opened his mouth to practice his fearsome hiss, but instead, a tiny high-pitched squeak escaped. A nearby lizard flicked its tongue and scurried away, twitching with amusement. Silly lowered his head, his tail drooping sadly against the rough bark. Determined to change, Silly slithered down the trunk to find a mentor. He spotted a monkey hanging effortlessly by its tail. "Teach me to hiss," Silly requested, with hope in his eyes. The monkey swung closer, bared its teeth, and let out a piercing, "Ah!" Silly drew in a huge breath, puffed his chest out wide, and tried his best to mimic the wild sound. "Ah, Squeak!" he chirped. The monkey covered its ears and tumbled backward, shaking with uncontrollable laughter. Silly moved on, his long body winding through the thick, damp ferns. He found a colorful bird perched on a low-hanging vine. "Can you teach me?" Silly asked, softly. The bird puffed its feathers and chirped a rhythmic, "Tweet, tweet." Silly opened his mouth wide, straining his throat until it ached, but only managed a "tweet sis squeak." The bird fluttered its wings and flew off into the canopy, leaving Silly all alone in the deep shadows of the tall, silent trees. He curled into a tight coil, resting his chin on his tail in defeat. Suddenly, a rustle in the leaves caught his attention. A baby snake, no longer than a finger, peeked out from behind a small pebble. It looked at Silly and let out a soft, shaky Silly stared back, surprised by the tiny creature. The baby snake wiggled closer and whispered, "Your sound is funny, but I like it. It is special." Silly felt his scales tingle with a warmth he had never known. He took a deep, steady breath, looked the baby snake in the eye, and proudly let out his signature SSSS squeak. The baby snake tapped its tail in a rhythmic beat of approval. Silly lifted his head high, his eyes bright with newfound confidence. He realized he did not need to sound like the others to belong. He turned and slithered into the bright sunlight, his unique SS squeak echoing softly and happily through the jungle.